Welcome back to another Real Talk Reaction. This one right here is for Schitt's Creek Season 5, Episode number 2. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. The algorithm is doing what it's got to do. That's why we're here today. Thank you.
Just one comment from the last episode from executive producer JoJo. He says, "You guys are totally picking up on one of the things I love about this show. That is that we met these characters at rock bottom. They, like anyone can be, were at their worst because of circumstances essentially beyond their control. And as the show goes on, we get to see the complete people. We've seen lots of growth and layers to David and Alexis, and now we see that the parents are a loving couple who use their resources to never be apart despite their careers. We knew that Johnny had a successful business life, but this is the first time we really get to see why Moira was a successful soap opera actress. She knew that even if the material wasn't great, people were responding to what she did by turning in and gave it her all. That's what makes this show so different, and I think what endeared it to so many people to the point that it swept the Emmys during the heart of the pandemic by finding laughs while really exploring how people overcome adversity and that people from all walks of life have qualities in common. They sometimes just come out in different ways." Great, great comment, JoJo. All right, let's jump into episode 2 right now.
John, are you awake?
Is she back home?
What? What's happening?
Your Wayfaring thespian has returned. I don't want to jinx anything, but the shoot was a triumph. The local Bosnians are calling it a stunning reinvigoration of the Crow's Half Ice franchise. That, of course, is a loose translation.
Oh, that sounds great, sweetheart.
John, no need to get out of bed, dear. I'm sure you considered planning a little more fanfare for my return. Oh, it's best to ease back in.
It's 3:30 in the morning. You said you were coming in today at noon.
Yes, noon Bosnian Mountain Time, that is. Which was several hours ago, John. Oh, what a journey it has been. Production had me routed through Nairobi for some reason. And then our plane was grounded after flying through a swarm of locusts. I didn't want to miss my third connection, so I took a Bosnian upper just to keep awake. Those things are the size of a nickel, so I only took one. At least I think I did. I may have taken the second one just to be safe, because I don't know if I took that first one or not. Either way, I've been up since 8 a.m. 3 days ago with time changes factored in, and I couldn't be happier to see you.
Babe, she is
Well, Moira,
We're gonna
this is
cry.
a
She's gonna sit
nightmare
for
of a
like-
triumph. Why don't we leave the unpacking till tomorrow and just get some rest?
Good idea. Kids!
Now, Moira, it's 3:30.
David! Alexis!
No, who is
Oh my God, what? I don't know what you kids are still doing up so late. I didn't want to disturb you. I just wanted you to know that Mommy got home safe and sound.
Okay, good night.
Okay, if you insist, one quick story.
One quick
So,
story.
day 3 of shooting, Hamza and I find ourselves stuck in a hailstorm.
God, not tonight. Thank you, though.
I'm sorry, kid. Your mother's had a rough couple of days.
I'm
Moira,
gonna cry. Alexis has feet.
Ooh, frisky, John.
Ew. Bye.
No.
I swear, that's like me with too much caffeine.
No. No one would believe this. These cannot be real. What's going on? Well, instead of sleeping last night, I decided to power right through. You know, best to round up to an even 4 days. And while I was doing
Even 4 days,
like
big away.
reorganization, I came upon this stack of love letters written to your father by another woman. Okay? Best not to be concerned, Alexis. I'm sure there's a logical explanation for all of this.
Sure there is.
Yes. Some of them are even funny. Listen, where's that one? Oh, read this.
Where's that
Oh.
Dearest John, I'm lying here, stuck, sweaty. All I can think about is you and the last night we spent together bed shaking. Ew! Why are you making me read this?
I know, right? Oh, before your father met me, he was not quite so selective. I hesitate to add, he even had a predilection for boom boom girls.
Boom Boom Girls.
Okay, I would like to remind you that I don't have a therapist anymore.
Some old love letters written by another woman onto which John has been clutching.
Wow, I have been down this road. I once found a bag of Roland's ex-girlfriend's bras. Burned them, except for the ones that were my size.
I think this is incomparable, Jocelyn, because there's a perfectly logical explanation for this.
Oh, there always is.
Woo!
Wow. This little butterfly is quite the writer. It's like 50 Shades of Johnny Rose. Holy cow.
Did she write them? I just need, like...
You know, I've never been robbed before. And I had friends that lived in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
I have friends who live in
that
Brooklyn.
was a robbery, right? I mean, you were robbed, right?
Yeah, literally gave
someone
him
walked
just a
out
bunch
of here
of
with 2 bags of product. I mean, I don't know what else you'd call it.
And he had a weapon, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
did you see it?
I mean, it must have been in his pocket because he used both hands to carry the bags out of the store, but...
Can't believe you just offered him the wine.
You offered him the skincare. I mean, we don't know what was going on under that mask. He could have had a little perfect skin.
I just can't believe this happened. I was gone for like 45 minutes. You guys sure you're okay?
Surprisingly, yes.
Yeah, I'm not. Very startled.
I'm very
It
startled.
makes sense. I mean, I can understand taking the wine, but who steals a jar of Tapenade?
I suggested.
Yeah, Bree. Stevie? Bree?
Debris?
Well, at least we know if the cops don't get him, his cholesterol will.
There's no need to keep talking about it now. You guys are going to have to go through this all again in much more detail when the police get here.
I am. Part of things between
So now they,
Yeah,
they're
now
gonna-
they're explaining.
At this point,
If we want any insurance money for the things that were stolen, you have to explain everything to the police.
I was pretty much in the back while this was going down.
I remember you being pretty involved,
Yeah,
actually.
you're literally so
Well,
involved.
between the two of you, I'm pretty sure you can piece it together.
Yeah.
Did we do the right thing? I don't know if we handled this robbery properly.
Why? I always admired your jewelry game. Just like pick a few pieces and just wear them to death.
Oh, if you're talking about my earrings, the clasp broke, so I actually physically cannot take them off.
Okay, I'm experiencing the same problem. All of my jewelry is boring.
Is that what I said?
That's not what you
So
said.
way back when, all of my girlfriends and I used to throw the diamonds we got from our parents on a table and just do like a big jewelry swap. I wish I had someone in this town to swap with.
Yeah, I
She
used to
took
think
the
that a lot,
locket? Is
right?
that what she's trying to
I see
do?
other kids with their families.
It's a locket.
Okay, you just gave me a great idea. Why don't we do a jewelry swap?
Well, I do have a large collection of my grandfather's hospital bracelets.
Yum. But I
Yum.
also love that cute little locket around your neck.
Well, that makes sense, because she gave it to me for Christmas, and I wear it every day.
Oh my god, she
Oh,
gave
that's
us
the
these.
one. Have you ever opened it?
What would I look like in it?
So do you want the locket?
No, it's fine. I got it for you. But what I'm saying is, let's swap for it. I have a toe ring that would look so cute on you.
We're actually not allowed to wear open-toed shoes, but maybe I could take that bracelet.
Yes, I actually got this in a swap with Sienna Miller. And by that, I mean it fell off her wrist at a Halloween party and we kept it.
Maybe I
So
could
she's
come over
still-
on my lunch break and we can swap some more stuff.
Yes!
Yes.
Why? I mean, I actually thought this would be like a one-for-one situation, but
A
if you want
one
to
for
open it up,
one, but
let me help you with that.
Oh, that's okay, I got it.
No, the necklace.
Oh, right now.
I need to get that one.
What are you doing?
Word on the street. So you're in a little hot water with Moira, huh?
No, everything's fine with Moira. I just thought she was coming in today.
Look, Johnny, everybody likes to take trips down memory lane, but you gotta get rid of the evidence. Do you know what a burnt underwear smells like?
Okay, Roland, I
Bro,
actually
yeah.
don't know what you're talking about.
Those spicy letters from Miss Butterfly that you left out for Moira to find.
How do you know about those letters?
Well, Moira's out showing them around town. Jocelyn's read them. She told me about some...
That's right.
Who is this woman?
You!
Oh, okay. If you must know, she's someone who's very important to me. Moira, you wrote those
Right.
letters.
Don't be absurd. That is not my writing.
It was that week on Sunrise Bay when Vivian Blake had her accident. You were in a body cast, they wouldn't let you take it off. You were writing with your left hand.
spelunking incident?
No. It was after she got thrown upwards through a skylight. Look, I'm lying here in bed. I can't move. I miss you. It's all there, Moira. You telling me none of this rings a bell?
In my defense, John, I had asked for actual painkillers to help ease me into my character's plight. Why are you reading them now?
Because I missed you. You were gone for forever.
I was missing you.
Right.
So I took out the letters because reading them made me feel like you were still here with me.
Oh, you're too sweet.
Yeah, you need some sleep.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to stick with my version of the events.
Yeah, because I told everybody.
Why would we do that?
I don't want anyone thinking I wrote these.
Well, I don't want people thinking I'm reading some other woman's love letters.
Well, it'll give you an edge. No one will ever accuse you of being vanilla again.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's saying that?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, kids, I understand you both have read a somewhat adult-themed correspondence between a loving wife and her
Adult
husband.
theme
I prefer if you
correspondence.
could stop talking about it.
This is why I think it's best to torch everything from past failed relationships.
I'd hardly call this a failed relationship, David. We're still here, 35 years later.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my god, look at her rocking
I
off
know
Alexa's
that's
shit.
small, but I swapped it for a large.
Twyla, may I say you are looking very chic?
Would you look at that? That looks like the tiara you wore at your bat mitzvah, Alexis.
Well, I had a little help.
Babe, look at all her
The
shit.
arm
I
on.
needed time to swap everything back. Oh, don't worry, I'm fine.
And what exactly did you get out of this fun swap?
I got Twyla's stepbrother's dog tags and a whistle. Mickey, come on!
Oh, still, Is she okay?
Baby, she was just
Yeah,
crowing.
she's just
She's
sleeping.
crowing like the crow from the show movie.
Oh, I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Can somebody close your eyelids at least, please?
Oh, she's sleeping. She finally fell asleep. Oh my god, she's gonna be out for a day. That's insane.
Alright, that was episode 2 of Schitt's Creek, and I don't know what the significance of the robbery was from the story. I thought it was going to have a payoff in this episode, but it may have a payoff down the line somewhere, because that just seemed just so random, or maybe that was just a joke, you know, so we can get the cops to come and we can have Patrick find out that him and Stevie, David and Stevie, just gave stuff away to the thing. I don't know, but I'm thinking there's going to be another payoff to that down the line, because we got to find out who that person was that robbed the store right there. You called it though with Maura and them. That was Maura writing those letters in there, but she is so sleepy and hungover from flying that nothing makes sense right now to her at all. So she needs to lay down and go to sleep before she like crash super hard, what she just doing in the restaurant right here. And then of course, you know, Alexa just being her all day long, can't be no other. It was an entertaining episode. And you know, I like what we're going right here. We don't need to have a main storyline. I just like the shenanigans that's going on with the family, and I just can't wait to see more of them.
I love this episode. So I completely empathize with Moira as far as like her inability to sleep when she travels. I'm the same way. So every time we go home to Germany or whatever, like I don't sleep the entire time, and and then you want to force yourself to stay up too, and that's only like 24 to 36 hours of being awake depending on the travel, and I completely lose my mind. Like you just can't even like function anymore. Nothing makes sense until you finally crash and go to sleep. So I love the fact that she could not remember that she wrote the letters. I thought all of her energy was so spot on. Plus, she took whatever she took, the Bosnian pills or whatever, to help her stay awake or to help her push through. So she was just on 10, and I loved it. I thought it was so well done, and I empathized so much with her character, and I just thought that was really funny and spot on. I loved everything about David and Alexa's robbery scene too. It was so perfect as far as David especially, and how he would deal with that situation, and I feel like Stevie just like leaned in and was like, I'm just gonna follow your direction, let's just start giving shit out. But I'm curious too, because it wasn't revealed who the person was. I feel like that's still something that's gonna come along later in the season, because it feels like, why introduce him and not have the entire space resolved in the same episode unless you're gonna revisit that situation. I also loved Alexis as far as trying to recover her the necklace. And I loved everything about Twyla interchanging their jewelry and all of that. I thought that was really great too. And then lastly, I just think Johnny and Moira's relationship, I feel like, is really being highlighted this season as far as how much, obviously with her traveling, how them spending time apart, which they've never done before. It's just really sweet and endearing, and I love it. So all in all, I really loved everything about this episode. Can't wait for the next one.
Yeah. All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Schitt's Creek Season 5, Episode 2. And until next time, people, peace.